1982 was the inaugural season for NCAA for women. They originally got, I can't see what that little emoji mean. Um, is that trash? Is that emoji trash can? I don't know what that is. I can't see it, Donna. Uh,
Let me go up and see.
I know, Donna. You know, I had to put that in there, but he's so tired. They've been rolling in these. It's a watch. Oh, thank you, Donna. Um, he's been rolling in these YouTube streets and stuff, but I thought that was very special, so he could see his Kalani Brown. She could do no wrong in his eyes.
Oh yeah, but he'd fall out if he knew you was talking about Kalani Brown right now.
Miss D, I don't know how to get it from the Graham chat because it's not hooked to my MacBook.
What you need?
She wanted to show let me see.
Oh,
She wanted to show what did she say? Oh, the person that dressed up like Kim Mulkey and do skits. That's what she was trying to show me.
oh, what's their name so I can look them up for her and then I'll pull it up.
Miss D, drop the oh gosh. Okay, I don't know what. See, this book get on my nerves. Okay, I'm gonna leave it alone if I hit something. But yeah, Miss D, she said drop it in the chat and she'll look it up. Okay, so we're gonna go into while she's finding the clip or whatever, we're going to so pretty Tony, we're gonna go tap into this article talking about I don't know. Should I do that one next? Yeah, I just go ahead and do the article. Now this one is 2025 article. It's just saying how feisty and the way that Kim does for her plays. She just got the brains for it. And the way that she does it, she's a character now. But I wanted to read this part because I'm like, wow, Kim, you did that one. Even though the players didn't know, they probably found out after she the article went out, but they had no idea she did this.
Ah,
So we're gonna let me see if
let's
I
see.
can stop share screen. Yeah, we're gonna I wish they had a better way where you could just click, 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 and you don't have to keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? So pretty, you gotta keep doing it and
I know, right?
all that stuff. But hey, that's all right. We're gonna get it moving here.
Oh, she said she sent it to the ground. Let me go see.
Yeah, she said she sent
Oh,
it.
is that it? No, that's a Sonya Citron. Let's see.
Okay, guys. So this article, this article was done March 28, 2025. This article was done by Chantel Jennings. Chantel Jennings wrote this article, so we have to give her credit. So if you want to check out this article, it's from the NewYorkTimes.com. And it talks about why Kim Mulkey's fiery coaching style still breeds success. She just keeps it real. And she does. Kim, if you notice that all of Kim girls, they got that Kim character in them. Even though them are Kim basketball girls, they become your family too. And you can just tell they from Kim coaching, from her teaching. You can just tell it. Um, she goes on to talk about this is before the girls won the championship. So she goes on to talk about how Kim did it when the girls were complaining about they were tired. So I'm
Mhm.
gonna read it right quick. So she was like, Moki stood off to the side and observed her players as they ambled into the PMAC. Something was off and it bothered the veteran coach. She overheard two players talking about their sore legs, how tired they were at this point in the season with only one day to prepare for the Wolverines. She couldn't afford to give the players an off day or a short practice for fear it would inadvertently signal they could take Michigan likely. Moki had another plan. She began masterminding a way to light a fire under the players and still give them some downtime. As LSU began its walkthroughs, she grew frustrated. Players' lack of energy and focus, a surprise to no one. She let her team know about it. As her irritation mounted, she threw the entire team out of practice, told them to go home. LSU had 30 hours until Michigan. The next morning, the players returned for the pregame walkthrough. On the practice sideline, Mulkey still didn't see the fire, so she cooked up another motivational plot, right? And she leaned over and whispered to her associate head coach, Bob, Bob Starkey. We need to go over Michigan's inbound plays, and then I think I'm going to toss them again just to check their pulse. Starkey, who was in just his second season working with Mulkey, stared at her to make sure she was serious before complying with the plot. At LSU, near the end of the inbounds review, Starkey started a new drill. A player made a mistake, and Mulkey took the opportunity. She walked onto the court. You're still not with me. She's still not here. Starkey remembers Mulkey yelling, "Get out!" But the players refused. Alexis Morris and Angel Reese pushed back, and their teammates stood behind them. Mulkey looked at her coaches. Fine, she said. Then we'll leave. So some assistants protested, but Mulkey would have none of it. As they gathered their things and silently walked to the exit, players stayed on the floor stunned. A second round game with a tough opponent stared them down that night. And now for the second day in a row, the player's schedule wasn't going to plan, but Mulkey was. Her plan was working, right? And so as a freshman, your mind is going a little crazy, like coach is really going to walk out. Samaya Smith said, "What are we doing? We're going into the second round. We need you right now." But it helped us. We needed that. As the coaches left, Morris and Reese led LSU through a typical pregame walkthrough from the coaches' offices where there's a live camera feed from the floor. Mulkey and Starkey watched as the team ran a perfect walkthrough. Mulkey smiled. "We're ready," she told him. LSU would go on to beat Michigan by 24 points that night, and 14 days later, the Tigers won their national championship, a now iconic victory over Caitlin Clark and Iowa. Man, you see that? She had to get tough, then she's so pretty.
She showed it.
And the plan worked.
Mm-hmm.
Say what you want about Kim Mulkey, but Kim Mulkey got the brains for coaching.
Exactly.
She
Exactly.
knows what she's doing. And sometimes you will have your players or even your students that get a little lazy every now and then. You got to remind them
Gotta
who's in
remind
charge.
them.
If you're teaching and you're a coach, if the players don't want it and you want it, it's something wrong with that picture. You got to fix that. Both of you got to want it. Both of you got to want to win. Both of you got to want to work together. And if you can't, guess what? I got something for you. So y'all over there talking and I'm ear hustling. I hear y'all. Okay, I got you. She beat them at their own game, but it was a lesson that they needed and they appreciated. She didn't settle. She didn't settle. Hey, you're not gonna get this easy. You're gonna have to work hard. We're gonna come back and we're gonna do that thing. And if you don't act right, guess what? You're going home again. I know what I'm up against. I'm
Right?
been in look so pretty Tony. She like, I've been in this coaching business long enough. But when you come to me, you gotta be ready to put in that work.
Put in the work. Put in the work. That's what she want to hear. Put in the work.
And so I don't know. Let me see. Okay, now I'm back to normal. Okay, what samples is what? I'm trying to read Miss D. It's a long.
Oh, tell Miss
Oh,
D I
okay.
got it. I
She
just
got it. She got
whenever.
it.
Yeah, I got it.
She got it.
I
Miss D.
got it, Miss D. I got it.
So I'm going to stop sharing this one.
Let me go
Okay.
here and share. Let me hit share.
Okay.
Share. Go here. Hit the Insta. The Insta.
Really, you a mess. Really said they won that championship because they listed Boosie set it off.
Oh my god. Hey, hey,
Look,
hey, you know how it is.
Really, they had to set something off. She got them. They know she, when they found out. I know they was like, man.
They know what it is. They said they know what time it is.
Let me see what
Okay, you ready? God's gonna hit it. I'm gonna let it play. Can you hear the sound? Oh, here we go. Let's get the sound.
So I found another basketball court, and Kim Mulkey is here again.
Oh, I love LA, Louisiana.
She makes it not fun.
One small adjustment, if I may. Start playing ball.
Like, I love the game.
Your shoes untied. Oh. If you want to play for LSU,
I don't. I'm 32 years old.
You will play for LSU. Let it soak in. Why?
Like, I want to see Kim doing other things.
There's 378 days in the year. I give myself one day off. I love to pick up my dry cleaning. And I'll see y'all on Sunday at church. It's 98 degrees. I don't care. I pray to my angel, Reese. She's my favorite angel.
I don't want to play with Kim. No, Kim. I don't think so.
Come on.
I don't think so, Kim.
I think it's time. Kim, summertime. Let's play ball.
Kim.
You pushed her.
So I found another basketball court, and Kim Mulkey is here again.
Oh, I love LA.
Jeez, that's funny. That's funny. Now. That's funny.
why she do Kim like that, man?
That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
She didn't have to do Kim like that for real, you know.
She had a lip, boy.
Yeah, that was cute, Miss D. I like
that was
it.
funny, Miss D. That was funny. Okay.
Hey, She Wiz, what's going on? We talking about Kim Mulkey. Look, I gotta do this right because I got so pretty Tony up here. Her and Keisha and Big Girl. They not coming to play about that Kim Mulkey. They do not play. So I was like, oh Lord.
Yeah, Kim Mulkey. I love Mr. Kim Mulkey.
We're gonna so now we're gonna tap into her amazement speech or whatever. I think that's going to be our next one. And then her return, because she got that in 2020. So we'll do that first. And then when she returns home, they did like this little thing. And then I'll tap into Cynthia Cooper and Angel Reese on Kim Mulkey. And of course, you know, she coached Teaspoon. So Teaspoon, I played a little bit of that in Teaspoon Celebration or whatever.
All right, sweet.
So let's get to sharing. Okay, I can let that one. Now, this one, she had Michael Jordan on the stage for her when she was delivering her speech and stuff, and it was really cute. Kim is Kim. She is.
Kim is Kim, and she ain't shy.
No, she died so pretty, Tony. I was like, dang, she don't care where she goes. Kim don't care where she goes. She is going to.
And she don't care what she say. Like she say, I'm old. I don't care what I say or do. And that's what happens when you get that age.
Talk about when she threw that jacket. Was that Louisiana Tech? She was so fired up when she threw that jacket on the sideline.
Sure was. As I said over there, I sure did.
Look, so she ain't stopped. She still don't play. She still be going ham over down those sidelines with them
Kim Mulkey needed to take some Ritalin even when she was playing in college. She's crazy. Kim Mulkey's crazy.
And she don't look, and Kim does not care who see it. Like she don't care. That's what I said. You either gonna like her. Hey, Barbara, you either gonna like her or you not. You know what I'm saying? That's just who Kim is. But what you cannot take away is Kim's style of play. How all Kim girls, majority of them, if they wanted it, made it to the WNBA. You know, and yeah, some agreed with her and some she didn't get along with. Everybody disagreed with different stuff. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And she's had her moments, and I'm quite sure, you know, you live in, you learn about, you know, your mistakes and things you cannot take back. or whatever. That's with anybody, and with being an educator or being a coach or a parent or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We don't always get it right.
There you go.
So, okay, we're gonna tap into her speech, guys.
Is fellow Olympian from the 1984 Summer Olympic Games, Michael Jordan. Please welcome the little girl with pigtails, Kim Mulkey.
They love them some Mulkey, boy.
Hmm. Look how crowded that is and how they stood
Exactly.
up for her. You know what I'm saying? That shows a lot. And she ain't even playing the WNBA. Tony.
Boy, if they had it when she was young, boy, look at here.
Right. And her daughter did pretty good
Look at
too.
Mike.
Sorry, guys.
Michael, I'm incredibly honored. I guess the last time we stood this close, we were walking out that '84 Olympics, and we were a hell of a lot younger looking and probably a lot skinnier. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I was told to catch Bill Walton in the elevator and try to beat his Hall of Fame speech. Did he go an hour, 45 minutes? No, I'm just kidding, Mr. Walton. I met you, there you are, big guy. I met you in the elevator, and he told me, you take as long as you want, coach. You take as long as you want. I'll keep it short, sweet, and to the point. I look out from this podium, and I'm really overcome with twin feelings of amazement, humility and amazement. Even now, more than a year since I was announced as an inductee into the class of 2020, I'm amazed. I'm amazed that a kid from Hammond, Louisiana, or should I say Tickfall, Louisiana, could find herself in the company of giants. Giants. I'm amazed that someone who could never consider coaching. I was talked into being a coach. After the '84 Olympics, I received a postgraduate scholarship from the NCAA to work on my master's degree, and I was sitting in a class, and police officers came and got me out of class. The first thing you think of is there's a tragic accident in your family. But they asked me to report to the president's office after class. At that time, the president was F.J. Taylor at Louisiana Tech, who founded the program. And he wanted me to become an assistant coach. He wanted me to do something that I said, I want no part of that world. I'm done. I want to be a CEO and fly all over the country in corporate jets. Little did I know that man knew more about what I was supposed to do than I did. I'm amazed that a university in Texas, with which I had absolutely no prior connection, welcomed me, they embraced me, and they provided me and my family, my two children, unwavering and unconditional support. So I'd like to give a shout out to all the Baylor people here tonight. I'm humbled as well. I mean, how cool is it going into the Hall of Fame with all of these great players and coaches? We're Hall of Famers, guys. We're Hall of Famers! But you know, we have more than that in common. That's a pat on the back and that's a feel good, but we really have more than that in common. All of us being honored here tonight, we understand that while we're the ones being honored and recognized, we're only here because of one of life's greatest ironies. We get the credit when it should be shared with and by so many others. I'm only here because of the great individuals who coached me. Sanja Hogue recruited me to Louisiana Tech University, and we won the very first NCAA title in 1982. Naismith Hall of Famer Leon Barmore, he took me in as a raw, untested 23-year-old assistant coach, and we won another national championship in 1988. So let me give a shout out to the athletic director and the plane load of people who came here tonight from Louisiana Tech University. Hall of Famer Pat Summitt. She gave me so many life's lessons. While I played for her on the 1984 gold medal winning Olympic team, I'm only here because of those types of coaches I learned from. I played with some of the greatest players ever in the history of the game. I played against some of the greatest players. But what I also got to do is I got to coach some of the greatest players. No coach stands here without having great players. I'm a very small part of the basketball world because those players choose to listen to you or ignore you. And I've been blessed that they believed in me, they embraced me, and they allowed me to push them beyond places they thought they could ever go. I'm only here tonight because of great assistant coaches. When you find a coach in college that doesn't have much turnover on their staff, you might better wonder, what are they doing right there? I don't have much turnover on my staff, and I would like to acknowledge my staff that is here tonight.
Yes, indeed, Kim.
I wish I could name every player that played for me, but Bill Walton told me I can't break his record, so I'm not going to do that. I have to acknowledge a few people. For the last 21 years, I've coached at one institution. Many coaches have to pack suitcases because they either get fired or they move on to the next best job. I've had the best time of my life at Baylor University, and I got there because of athletic director Tom Stanton and president Dr. Robert Sloan. They took a chance on a little country girl from Louisiana that had never left the state of Louisiana, and they gave me every resource and all the support in the world. I want to also acknowledge, recently I changed jobs, not because I was fired, but by choice. And I'd like to acknowledge all the LSU contingency here tonight. And last, well, before I talk about my family, I want to say this. Ironic, isn't it? I'll say it again. Coaches get to go in the Hall of Fames. But I'm telling you, we don't do it without players. You just don't do it without players. I want to tell you again, I see some of the greatest players in the women's game here. Thank you. Thank you to all my Baylor players, and thank you from the bottom of my heart how you can make coaches look wonderful. I want to also talk about my family. I have to tell you this. My mother is in the audience, Drew. She was the one who said, it's okay. It's okay to dress up and look feminine and be tough as hell on a basketball court. And Mom, I thank you for that. I'd like to acknowledge my 2 children, single mother. It's not easy. It's not easy. Vanessa, it's not easy. You're the toughest woman I know to deal with what you deal with, honey. And let me tell you something, life will reward those children. I promise you. I have a son who plays in the St. Louis Cardinals organization. He's so close to being on the major league team. And Magic, if he doesn't make it, trade for him, Magic. Get him in a Dodger uniform. Mackenzie has been on my staff. She's about to bring another grandchild into this world. Do not deliver her tonight. And if I can coach long enough, I'm going to get to coach a granddaughter maybe someday. To my grandson, Cannon, if you think you love your children, wait till you have grandchildren. And I figured out why you love the grandchildren just a little differently, because you can send them home when you're tired of them. I'll say this again from the bottom of my heart. As a coach, don't ever forget to take care of your players. And in college, don't ever forget to graduate those players. You can't promise them championships. You can't promise them that they'll be drafted. But the one thing you can promise them when you sit in their home is that you can send them home with a degree in their hand. Thank you.
Now that was a great speech.
Yeah, sure was.
She killed that in 11 minutes.
Because you know she'd be long-winded.
Yeah, I don't know how long she had to rehearse, guys, but she killed that and she nailed that. That's a good coach. Say what you want to say about Kim Mulkey, but that's a good coach, because some coaches just worry about winning. They don't care about your career if something don't work out in the WNBA or in that sport that you choose, right? But for her to have those girls back, hey, you're gonna play for me, but in playing for me, you need to make sure you get your degree, because she's right. If a lot of, from basketball to NFL players and stuff, a lot of players is I don't know the numbers exactly, but when it came to like the NFL, you see so many young players don't want to be here anymore because they didn't have the right person in their life to say, hey, you have other options. If it don't work out, you get injured, you still got behind you. So I thought that was great that even though, what I'm saying, they may not make the WNBA teams, she wanted to make sure that they got their degrees, if nothing else. You want to touch back on that, so pretty Tony?
On which segment of it? Like just that tail end?
Yeah, just if it's up to you. You can touch back on this one or just one of the clips, period. But yeah, I think both of her, from her doing that interview and talking about Baylor to her doing this speech, kind of puts a lot together, give you some type of perspective of like who Kim is and what type of person she is, as far as being a coach.
Well, for Mulkey, right? Mulkey is she has that charismatic attitude. So it's what you see is what you get. But she's great at what she does. She can pull the best out of any player that she can, right? Because she knows what it's like, because she was too yet a player. And she knows what it takes and understand what to put her players through to be more successful than what they are, or be a lot bigger than they are, or grow into the big person. Let's use Angel Reese, for example, right? We can go to Brittany Griner, down to Odyssey Sims. Odyssey Sims was a player, right?
Yeah.
So you watch these players grow and how successful they are, and it's due to her. You have a skill set and a mindset, but she make you do more than just believe. She's going to tell you aren't anything just so you know that you are something, and put you in a position to where You understand that. Taking her team to the championship game on a championship run, how many years that she's been coaching
Mm-hmm.
as becoming her own independent head coach has just been phenomenal.
Yeah.
Um, but Kim is one of those people that I look at and I can kind of almost I can ride with her, right? Because she's her passion,
Mm-hmm.
she's very passionate, and we talk about people and their passion and the things that they do and why they do it and stuff like that. They do it that way simply because of they love the game. They love teaching the game. They love everything about the game, even when they know that they can't play the game.
Right.
So in order to put something like that together, you got to make sure that those young ladies are mentally tough. Look at Anissa Morrow,
Mm-hmm.
besides Angel Reese, right? And before
Mm-hmm.
Angel Reese, Brittany Griner, and so on and so forth. Just doing little things like that. I commend her for everything that she do and why she do it, and the importance of how important it is for her to do what she's doing. It's extremely exciting and invigorating to watch her. Um, she's up there in age now, and she just, like she says, I'm old and I don't care, and I'm gonna say what I want to say because I'm gonna do and be just like my parents and grandparents were with me, right? When they get to a certain age, you tell them how many times does a cat fight a dog in the alley? Not too often, right? So either you gonna fight with that little cat scallywag in the office, in the alley, or you gonna send that cat. You gonna bust him up one time and send him on his way, and let him know that don't you come back by here now.
Mm-hmm.
That's the monkey. Um, but her passion for the game, with the way she have her players look at the game and train to be at the next level, all stems from her and her competitive nature. Doesn't come from freaking uh, some unknown. I want to be really easy when I say that word, right? Because you know, dumb reporter. Take that last year, right? That Angel was there two
Yeah.
years ago, and Mulkey was fighting with one of the reporters, but it was because the reporter wanted to put something out that they knew wasn't true. Remember the year
Right.
before that, they put out that the players were, um, I forgot what name they call all the players, and so Mulkey stood up for all the players in that endeavors. But she's a fighter. Her fight and her will to do what she want to do to get her players to be strong, and level headed all at the same time.
Right. It's not, especially when
Unbelievable.
you're dealing with college girl like females. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Right.
child. I have a team of females, and it was like, I said, what am I supposed to do with all these females? It was like, well, you got. I said, yeah, y'all get me. I said, women are catty. I said, I'm a woman, and I'm gonna tell you, they're so catty. I said, I think more like a guy than a woman when it comes to work because I don't have emotions. I don't get emotional, and I
Hmm.
don't. If you come to me crying, I'm gonna look at you like, what you crying for? Go away. Go away, go out that door, go clean your face, dry your eyes, and then you can come back and talk to me when you've got your emotions in check. I'm that
Oh
type
my.
of person.
Oh Lord. I like this.
So
So pretty told this not at work.
yeah, it's like, but that's like a Kim Mulkey, right? That's one
Man.
of those things like when you're in certain
Areas and teaching.
situations or teachings or jobs, right? So on the military aspect, you have to teach them how to be mentally tough.
Okay.
And you're human and you have emotions and you have feelings, but it's kind of like when you're at work or you're doing something. It's almost in a sense you're in a uniform. You don't have feelings. You can't be emotional, right?
Oh my.
But you're emotional. Because you're human, right? You're human.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Moki, watch how she coaches. She's passionate about coaching, but she doesn't have no emotions for anything else.
Yeah. She right.
She's one dimensional You're going to play hard. You're going to do what she tells you to do, or you're going to sit on this pine until you decide you're going to do what I
Yeah.
want you to do. And even then, you're going to wait till I feel like letting you back on.
And the ones that took that in love some Kim Mulkey.
Yes.
They
Yes.
love that because you need that. You have to have sometimes you get both. And she actually is both. She actually has feelings for her players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But like you said, she can't be when she's teaching, I can't be doing all that. We got something to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're gonna get that spanking until you get it. Look, you either gonna get it right or you're gonna be on punishment.
Right. Pretty much.
Type of thing. So
Yeah.
she's very passionate about coaching. She's very passionate about if she selected you as being a part of her team as one of her players, she's gonna hold you accountable all the way through. You don't get no breaks when it comes to Kim Mulkey. Not you don't get no type of break. You're gonna go in there, you're gonna work hard. No excuses. You see how she did with those girls and say, hey, I'm gonna send them home. They don't want to play this time, their legs hurt. Okay, go home.
That's right.
Everybody go home.
No
Until
emotion.
they said until they decided they wanted it too. So I'm gonna so the next clip is Kim returning back home to LSU. Just a little clip of her coming into town. And then I'll touch on Cynthia Cooper, what she said about Kim, and then Angel Reese, what Angel Reese said about Kim too.
Right. I could tell she said Kim's an asshole, but she love her. You know? You gotta love her though.
Will, how are you, buddy?
Welcome home.
Thank you, buddy. You good?
I'm great. You good?
Good. Give me a jacket like that, all right? I need that pin.
You dress a lot better than I do.
Good to see you, man. Kramer's coming in today.
Oh, yeah.
Wave to the tiger. The tiger's waving to you. Wave to the tiger.
And they
How
love
are you, buddy? You doing
we
all right?
yeah, love this for Kim.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We love anybody that comes out or around Louisiana that is successful like that.
We're definitely excited to have you.
Well, I'm excited to be here. All right.
Oh, that's a nice facility.
Yeah.
That's a
Of course.
It's good to meet all of you. Okay, I don't have a message to you today. I'm excited to be here. Okay, I'm intense. I'm passionate.
Yep.
I'm a grandmother. I'm a mother.
that's nice.
My son, as I told you, played baseball here. He's flying.
Oh,
into
and
the
they've
pro
done something
team
different with it
today
since
to
this
be
video.
here.
The
This
locker
is a
room is
big day
phenomenal
in my
now.
family's life.
Wow.
But I love to win, and this is my home.
Keyword, she loves to win, right?
Right.
So she works, she's a worker bee, and she works, they're like soldiers. She work her players to death
Right.
because she wants the very best. But she trained them from a pro aspect. She don't train them from just being a college player.
No, she doesn't. Nope. Donna said Kim keeps it real at the same time, show compassion, bring out the best of them in a nurturing, tough love viewpoint. The Louisiana way. Yeah, she does, man. I probably be a crybaby, like so Pretty Tone said. I probably go out there and wipe my tears because if you love something and you passionate about it, you it's like okay, I can be emotional, but to have a teacher or a coach like that, I stayed close to them. I stayed close to my teachers like that because I knew that they wanted the best for me, because the same way they fighting for me to do right and how they have everything set up, when something really came down,
Right.
one of my teachers really had my back, and it was my senior year. I could mess around, could have been suspended. So
Yeah.
that senior rivalry with the team, throwing eggs and doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She went to bat for me because they weren't gonna let me walk. But she was a tough cookie. She didn't play like it wasn't gonna just be about art like I wanted it to. I was going into all them. I hated keyboarding. I was going into all them classes, and she was making sure she would check. I didn't even know she was checking to make sure I was doing right. She didn't play, but yeah, that's Kim Mulkey. You're right. She wants this. She's compassionate, but at the same time, she is not coming to play. So yes, that is definitely tough love, and that's how she's coming.
Yep.
Let's see what Cynthia Cooper had to say about her, and then Angel Reese, and then we'll touch back on that and see, because everybody got a story about Kim,
Oh, of course. Yeah. Yeah.
But some mama, if you got a feel of Kim, you know what I'm saying. It's just what it is, kind of thing. So this is Cynthia Cooper talking about Kim. So let me add that to the stage.
No. She wasn't nice. She was a point guard.
Yeah.
Had those pigtails, man. Come on. Little braids in her hair. Look, y'all ready for this? I took my first and only collegiate charge. It was a block all the way, but they didn't call it a block.
Yeah.
They called it a charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ball was tapped away. Kim tapped the ball away from Kathy, and I saw it happening. I was like, boom, she go. Tapped it to Janice Lawrence. Janice Lawrence passes it out to Kim Mulkey on the fast break. I sprint back, took a charge, boom, charge on Kim Mulkey. We going down. Cheryl picks me up off the floor. She's jumping around. She's probably just jumping around because I took a charge.
That seemed like the scene from Love and Basketball.
Man,
Is that where they got that from?
They didn't pay me no money though.
They
didn't give me my due.
Remember the scene when Monica turned the ball over, she sprinted back down? They kind of changed it a little bit, but
yeah, see? Yeah.
They owe you some. Yes.
Yeah, they owe me some.
Come on the show and you owe her some money.
Kim talked too much.
Was she nice?
No.
Look, you see that? So she was so pretty. She was choppy then.
I know.
In college, her little self. I did not. And look, I didn't even know that Kim was like 5'4". I had no idea.
Yeah, Kim and I are the same height.
Yeah, I'm with you guys too, and I'm like, what in the world? Kim, you a little.
When you talk a good game and you're someone of her stature, you have to walk. You walk. They say, walk the talk. That's her. Mm-hmm. She ain't gonna say nothing she can't say again. And she walks by. She stands on it.
Yeah,
10 toes down.
Yeah, she don't back down for nobody. And she had to she shut some other reports down too, because they were saying something about her, the situation with her dad, or why she don't talk to them no more and all this good stuff or whatever. And they were saying different stuff, but in her book, she goes on to say that the reason why they, have this estranged relationship is because he cheated on her mom. So, I mean, but people twist stuff and make it so different about different stuff. And it was just, that's what she felt like, that's how she was feeling. And that's what happened. But they will try to paint different types of narratives and twist it. And we've seen that with Angel Reese recently, how they keep trying to, try to twist something that ain't what she said or how she said it or whatever. So the next one is Angel, a clip of Angel talking about Kim. This one was funny to me. It wasn't funny, but it was serious. She was so serious.
Needed that. She'll tell me every day, like, you think you good? Like, I never remember the South Carolina game. I didn't have a good game, and I have 4 rebounds written on my locker for the rest of the year because in practice every day she said, Angel, we lost that game. You had 4 rebounds that game. She'll remind me of that. Tennessee game, you let that girl cook you. That's the reason why we lost. Like, things like that. Like, I need that stuff. Like, it's not good to hear at the moment, but like, you need a coach that's going to actually push you and just be like, damn, like you just said that. So now I got to work harder. So I don't feel like anything I did this year, I could do it without her being able to push me and stay humble. So, because I think I would, I mean, you don't get big headed, but it's just like, I needed that. She'll tell me every day, like, you think you good? Like, I never remember the South Carolina game. I didn't have a good game, and I have 4 rebounds written on my locker for the.
Kim didn't play, man.
Nope, and she still don't play.
How you gonna tell? Man, I'll be crushed. I'll be all over the place. Like, Kim, how you gonna do us like that? How you gonna? But she had to. At least she was upfront, honest. So pretty, Tony. Like, and she didn't back down from it. Donna said, "Yep, you gotta walk it like you talk it. Small, but play like 6 foot tall, a dog on the court. Our modern day pro player scholar."
Joey.
Yes, Donna.
Joey.
They do, because look, when you enter the WNBA is a different type of breed. They coming for you. They done heard about you. They got a feeling about you, and they ready. Cause you see how Angel first year she got her welcome to the league, and it wasn't like no balloons and all that type of welcome to the league, you know. And then she was able to arrival and get their body together and stuff like that, because you got to be able to take all these hits and stuff, you know. So for me, I watched the games. I watched Kim Mulkey as she, with the players and stuff like that, and I just love her attitude. I love the way she carries herself. She feisty, how she be talking junk, but she, like you said, so pretty Tony, she backs it up, and she has the best interest for her players, like it or love it. And everybody teach different. Everybody their styles are different. So pretty Tony, for this year starting up, now, do you think it's going to be really crazy when the girls play South Carolina because of Malaysia being on LSU now? Uh-oh. So pretty Tony got quiet.
Okay, here we go. No, I had to fix this thing. Okay, there we go. Cool. Can you repeat that last piece? I'm sorry, I was fiddling with this mic.
I said, do you think it's gonna? I was like, do you think it's gonna be crazy because Malaysia is in Malaysia, right? For Wally?
Yeah, Malaysia for Wally. Yeah.
That she's on LSU now. You think it's gonna be crazy when they play South Carolina?
No, Malaysia's gonna get the teaching that she should have gotten if she didn't get it already, because Dawn should have taught us some of those things.
So what do you think that what do you think she's gonna learn under Kim Mulkey for her game? Or what do you think she's gonna have? Her strengths are gonna be higher as she plays with LSU for this first season.
For as
like like do you
go
think?
ahead.
I mean, okay, whatever she's missing, do you think that she's gonna get it under Kim Mulkey?
Okay, that I'm gonna say, because she's a guard, and right now LSU has a ton of guards. I mean, a slew of them, right?
Okay.
This coming season, of course.
Wow.
Naturally, you really can't sit her unless one of those newbies do just way outstanding.
Oh.
So I think that she's gonna attempt to be herself. Mulkey's getting up there in age, so I think that there's some things that Mulkey is probably gonna let her do, simply because that's a part of recruiting. But I do know that Mulkey was honest with her about what the expectations are. And when once she tells you your expectations, she's gonna look for you to get yourself prepared for those expectations.
Oh yeah.
So this is only one of four. This is one of six, one of five. Because that's your players. But I still think that for Wally will do okay. It just depends, right? And if her mother can kind of stay out the way, because Mulkey will praise you, and her because that's my personal thought, right? That I know. I just think that she'll be okay. I think she'll be okay. I think she's going to change some things about her. It's not like she have a 4 years to go someplace else and be as successful.
Okay.
I think that her going to LSU will be okay for her. But it should allow her to still capture her entire game, meaning that for Wally just has to continue to do her and play hard, but do it within the system.
Okay. So that's good. I don't know. I think she'll probably do good because I think she'll do good because Kim is not gonna play with her. And like you said, Kim have already made it clear what she's expecting. And like you said, if her mom, kind of like just let Kim be Kim and coach her, you know. Miss D said she is a crash out like Skylar. Oh, you think she's a crash out so pretty, Tony?
I would quite say a crash out. I would say more of a maybe, I don't know. That one's kind of tough because since I hadn't really paid that much attention to Wally like that.
Me either. I didn't.
I just think that just what I have seen from her in playing with South Carolina,
she's talking about Kim. Oh, she was talking about Kim. Sorry.
Okay. I thought she was talking about for Wally because I was like, that's why I was like, don't know about that one. I've seen her like that, so yeah.
Sorry, Miss D. Miss D. I don't play about Skylar over here too. I'm standing 10 toes down for Skylar. I don't know why Skylar ain't even in this conversation. We were talking about Kim Mulkey. You had to bring Skylar up in here. I mean not Skylar. Oh, she was talking about Kim. My bad. Yeah. So, she was saying that Kim Mulkey is a crash out. Well, if Kim Mulkey a crash out, so is Don. So is Gino. So is all the coaches. They all have their crash out moments.
Of course.
So it can't just be on Kim. Regardless of if she has crash outs, she is a phenomenal coach. You can't take that away from her. Even though she had her moments with players and different things in her life, you cannot take that away, Miss D. You can't take that. Now you can't take that from Kim.
No, you can't.
And then it's always we hear some of the stories, but it's always two sides to everything. And I'm not saying she's always right. There's some things that we may not agree on when it comes to Kim Mulkey, but Kim Mulkey is her. You either accept Kim Mulkey for Kim Mulkey or you don't accept her at all because she's not gonna stop. She's getting older. She hasn't stopped. She's gonna do what she has to do. But I tell you what, and you see the beauty in Angel Reese coming into the WNBA and Anissa Morrow. You can tell those are Kim Mulkey girls. You can tell they're the way that they came in and the way that they said, "Hey, we're gonna work hard. We're gonna play." They need that type of mentality. They need that coming into the W. That nothing's gonna get handed to them. They're gonna have to get out there and they're gonna have to represent because you're fighting for time. You fight, you know what I'm saying, to get on the court, and every chance you get on the court, you are going to have to prove yourself, right? So we see that we see that in BG um and Teresa Weatherspoon, just she also carried the torch, and look, she became the coach for the Sky. We see that Kim has that type of impact on players, where they make a difference in coming into the WNBA, or if they even if they don't go to the WNBA, they still, at least they have their college degree. At least they have something to fall back on. Oh, Tony agreed. For Wally, just have to be disciplined and let the game come to her and gain maturity, and she'd be okay. Cause I was thinking that, I was like, next thing she was crying and stuff and having a fit, and next thing she knows she go to the other team. I said, okay, for Wally, you all right? So yeah. So I hope that, I think Donna, I think she's gonna learn that this year with working with working with Kim Mulkey or whatever. And like Kim sees something, Kim sees something in her to want to bring her to the team. So we gonna have to wait and see how Fawali does this season at LSU. But I'm so glad that she came to LSU, because that championship game, because that's when I started. Wait a minute, was it the year before? 2 years. That's when I started watching Angel Reese. So I had to go back to, checking out her Maryland days, and all her accomplishments with volleyball and all that kind of stuff. But that championship game, that was a great game. That game was good. I watched every bit. I had to go back and watch it too. Yesterday, I had to watch the whole game just to see it. And they didn't have, like, they had certain clips or whatever, certain moments with that game too, that I could have posted up, but I didn't. But that was iconic. That game right there, they did their thing, and that was because they had, like Kim said, you got to have a coach and you got to have the players. Yeah. uh Donna say, Miss D, you gotta love Skylar crash outs. Yes, you do, because Skylar is Skylar, and Skylar gonna continue to do that while she winning. And then look, when she really upset, she do the best thing. She sat in that presser and she didn't say nothing. She was quiet. And sometimes when you reach that number 10 to a 10, you got to do that. At least she knows what to do when she go through those phases of crash outs, Miss D. But Miss D don't play about getting on Skylar though. But yeah, guys, so I just wanted you guys to like get a feel of, even though you guys know who Kim Mulkey is, I want you to get a feel of who she was, what are her accomplishments, and that she means a lot to the basketball world, whether we like her or not. It's okay to be passionate, but sometimes take it too far. No, she doesn't take it too far, Miss D. She just her. Skylar is her. You know, we can't say she take it too far, because we don't know if we take it too far when we go to our tens, so, or whatever. But I will say, the games will continue. We know it's no surprise that the player is out for. Hey, we ain't got but so many games. I mean, it didn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that the player was not coming back. I mean, I didn't think the player was coming back. Did you, so pretty Tony? So pretty Tony probably knocked out too, guys. But yeah, I didn't think the player was coming back or whatever for the rest of the season. And it's good that she, work on what she needs to work on. No, don't say that, Riddick. No way. Seattle will probably be eliminated from the playoffs. You think so, Riddick? Why you say that? You think so? Who do who does Seattle play next? Why y'all call her the player? Come on. Because I don't know. It's just I think it's better that way because then you have 6 foot 8. I think it's better that way because then you have when you say the player, it keeps the trolls from coming in because them trolls stay in and they will go back and forth and back and forth. And this is not that kind of channel. We are not gonna be here to bash players, no matter whether you agree on their player style, you like them or you don't like them. We're gonna keep it real now. We're gonna keep it real about the players, but we're not going to, bash the players or whatever. So that's why, because they were coming in here really bad, 6 foot 8, and Bro Clyde and KSAT would get them out for me, especially when me and Miss D started. Oh, you know what T Carmela said about them bathroom breaks. I kept calling. I was like, we're so pretty, Tony. I thought she was asleep. Okay, so Riddick said the Liberty and the Vows are the last 2 games. Are their last 2 games? Um, well, the way the Liberty been playing, and yeah, the Vows been doing good and everything. I think that it's any man's game. I think really we don't know what's getting ready to go down because the Liberty just have not been playing their best games to me. You know what she say? She said, ADP the counselor. I'm the basher a little. Oh, yeah, I guess we'll call you the basher, Miss D, if that's what you want to be called, because you sure be messing with my scholar. ADP, right. I knew she wasn't returning as well. Right, like, why did they feel like you could have saved that announcement? Let her, let her heal. Let her get right so that she can come back. Don't force a player when you know that they got to heal to come back and play just for your own personal agendas. That's not fair to her, and that's not fair to the sport that she's playing. Um, you know, I'm glad she's doing that. We don't know, but even if Seattle win out, they will have 24 games won. So really, where does that put Seattle if they do win those last 2 games? Miss D is definitely trolling tonight. Miss D scholar's not falling. She going through life personal situations. And sometimes in order to get it out, you take it out on your job sometimes, or different places. And she right now, you know what I'm saying, she can't help it. I'd rather see a player crash out and get it out than to hold it inside, knowing that they're going through stuff on and off the court. So take that, Miss D. Counselor has spoken. Take that. But yeah, I want Seattle to make it to the playoffs and everything. I'm just dying to see guys like it's looking crazy. Like you don't know who's gonna play against each other in this championship game. Because yes, the Aces are playing great. They are playing great. But you just don't know who's gonna act up. You just don't know who's gonna be the upset. I think the Dream is gonna be an upset for somebody. I don't know if they're gonna go to the championship or whatever. But for us the playoffs, I think the Dream is gonna be the upset team. Okay, counselor, do a video of each player and what they can do. I'm doing the players, I'm doing the coaches, I'm doing the aunties, the uncles. No, but for real, Miss D, I'm doing. Look, guys, when I go over Dawn, Miss D gonna be up here. Look, nose can't talk. She ain't gonna care. That's Dawn, right? So I'm gonna do Dawn is next, and then we're gonna touch on Pat Summit because I think that's important. I was gonna do Pat first, but I wanted to get Kim first. You know what I'm saying, and then we're gonna get Dawn because Dawn got a story to tell too. All of them got stories to tell. Take that 80 PPD creations. Whatever. Stop trolling, Miss D. The Storm have no room for error. Got to stay focused and play great ball. They got the talent, but for some reason, chemistry and coaching decisions hurting them in some games. I think you know what, Donna. You know what I'm thinking? They all need a change. NECA, Skylar, um, and the coach. I think they all need a change, a different change of scenery. Sometimes like when you in a place, it doesn't matter. Like if you're in a place for a certain period of time, your room has no space, so you have to go somewhere where you can create a new space or create something. And I think Noelle is tired, she's overwhelmed. When you get hit with different accusations and players staying and leaving, and nobody can really, to tell you not to speak. You can't really speak on certain stuff so people can hear your side, or whatever and stuff like that. That takes a toll on you too, like keeping it inside. And like I said, a coach is like the mom. She's like the teacher. Even though they're grown or whatever, they don't have their own parents. The coaches have a lot of responsibility. And I can't even imagine what Noelle Quinn is going through behind closed doors. So sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I'm just running my mouth, and it's just everything is just muted. But Miss D said, no, get like a white coat, glasses, make an assessment, and do a video like that. Call it observation with counselor ADP. And I think that is a great idea, Miss D, and I'll do that. Now I've done something like that before, where when I was teaching pre-K, I dressed up like an older lady with a gray hair wig and some glasses, and I was called Mrs. Clark. So I'll go into the classroom and I would teach the kids how to tell time. So I could see myself dressing up like that and doing an assessment of the players, because that way people can get a better understanding. Like it's always two side of a story, and before you start throwing bricks at the coaches or the players, understand who the players are, on and off the court. That's why I do what I do over here. It's all love and nurturing, and research. I love researching because there was some things I didn't know about Kim Mulkey myself, but I was able to research. And when you researching somebody and your passion is in it because you respect them at the game or what they does, it makes a big difference on how you deliver, right? Um, so Jacob was like, she's not a good coach. You think Noah Quinn is not a good coach, huh? Okay, Jacob, gummy bear, Jacob. Show me some receipts, Jacob. And look, I'm gonna be thinking about this comment when I don't know if we're gonna beat y'all in game 1 or game 2. But when my Washington Commanders come at y'all gummy bears and they shut it down, I'm gonna remember this comment. Who are we to say that she's not a good coach? We may not agree on everything Noelle does, but we cannot say she's not a good coach. Let me tell you, look, to be able to coach a bunch of females, man, you're a good coach. you know, um, if they don't make the playoffs, I'm sure a shakeup is coming next year for sure. Donna, it's already shook up. Noelle Quinn is not returning to Seattle. You heard it allegedly. You heard it here first. She's not going to return to Seattle. She's tired. She's overwhelmed, and Skylar Necker will be leaving. And we got the CBA coming out, so we're gonna have to deal with the lockout first, and then see how these teams are gonna go because you got the 2 new teams coming in. It's getting ready to be crazy, Donna, next year. It's getting ready to be crazy. She's okay, not a good coach. Oh, okay. I'm gonna let y'all have y'all opinions because y'all hardcore on her. Look at the talent she has, ADP. Look, let me tell you something. You can't make talent. The talent gotta want to be talented. You know what I'm saying? They gotta want to put in the work. Anybody can be talented if they put. It's all a mental thing. You choose what you want to do and be that. If you don't want to be, if you don't want to have any talent and you want to get on that floor and do absolutely nothing or take your lunch breaks and be on the beach on the floor, then that's what you do. But if you want to work hard and show people what you're working with, that's talent. So it's a choice. It's a choice that if you want to be a winner or if you already quit already before you even get on the court. And when you're a winner, you never quit. You might have breaks and you might have your moments, but you will eventually get back up and start over again. It may take a moment, sometimes make a couple of years, a year or two, but you get right back up. Natalie did it. Why can't Noelle then, ADP? We can't compare Natalie to Noelle. Natalie is coming into her own team for the first year. And who's to say? See, we're looking at the picture right now. We don't know what the future holds for this team. We don't know if she had a great first year. We don't know how the second year gonna be. See, we look, we grabbing on to the candy and we don't look. We forgetting that we gotta put a wrap on it. You know what I'm saying? It takes time. She's having a great year, but we don't know what the future holds. We wish her the best as she continue to coach this team. And who's to say they might put another coach in there? Because it seems like they're trying to get all the male coaches over here for the WNBA. What you think, so pretty Tony? Oh yeah, I read that one. So yeah, so we're gonna see. That's the thing. You can have a great year, and then your next year you be like, oh, what happened? Because you don't know. She's good for releasing players and bringing them back, but the way that they release and bring them, they sure know how to pick them. Right. The people. Let me tell you. I know she's doing great, guys, with this team this year and everything, but watch those receipts because for that young lady to be on the plane and you tell her, you waited for her to get here and say you rather tell her to her face, okay, girl, I got you. You rather tell her to her face she's no longer on the team. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we are ready. We don't need her ready. She don't play. Oh, she was talking about Noelle. I thought she was talking about Miss D. I see you got that hate juice going on tonight in this chat, boy. It must be something in that Kleenex. First of all, I didn't say I wanted Noelle to coach the Chicago Sky. I believe that she can coach any team if she put her mind to it, but I didn't say Chicago Sky. And there is nothing wrong with Noelle. She might have her moments, but no coach is perfect. Uh oh. Miss D, I just started watching last year, so I don't know if she's a good or not. I just don't want her for Angel. And no hate ADP, you slurping my ops. Whatever, Miss D. You know I'm gonna be cooking up something for your butt when you get well and you get up on this panel. I got something for you. I got some ADP juice. Yeah, I know, really. Don't make me cry. Lisa would be a great coach for Angel. She would be, but oh man, I don't want to shed no tears about Lisa Leslie. Cause man, what is it? Jacob said, Riddick, you new to women basketball or just Noel? Oh, okay. I don't know. If look, if Riddick is new to basketball, Riddick should be good in that chat, dropping them gems and stuff. Look, because I knew of the players, like Lisa Leslie and all of them and everything, but I really started watching the last 2 years with LSU. Angel caught my eye with LSU. And then I started watching Camilla. Like you knew the teams to watch against your team. Jacob, yes, I started watching basketball during Angel championship run. Rita, I can't tell, girl. You did look. You be doing your thing in the chat. Porter juice, ADP. Miss D, you're not ready for that real counselor juice, girl. You're not ready because you're coming from first. You come for Skylar, and then you come for Noel, and then you did really good. You didn't come for Kim Mulkey tonight because I had to set the tone and say, you know what I'm saying? You can say what you want to say about Kim, but you can't take away what Kim has accomplished and what she's done for these players. So I guess you had to go to Noel and Skylar tonight. Sports Way with Dre Day. Lisa Letty deserves the opportunity of a head coaching job in a W. It's a crime that she's not already. I know Sports Way. I was so like when she said what she said on Angel Reese's show, my mouth dropped. Like, are you kidding me? Like, really, man? Why do this is what I don't get a Sports Way is why do they feel like Lisa had to prove herself? She's already she has the accomplishments. This is her helping Angel out. She's helped many of players out. That's not something that just started with Angel Reese. So we know what type of coaching and what type of skills and teaching that Lisa Leslie have. What Riddick said, I barely ever watched the NBA. I grew up on the NFL. Riddick, who you got? Riddick, who your NFL team? That's what just to know. What did Jacob say? Yeah, Jacob. It's like you familiar with the players and everything, but to learn the backstory. Everybody has a story to learn and research and learning about your players is very important. I don't care how much you know about the stats and stuff. So when we do these podcasts, I had to go back. I had to watch the clips. I had to watch the stories. I had to read up on the articles. Some I didn't like, some I liked. Like, you research, you be like, man, this happened. She went through this. She had to coach this. Like, but it's only so much you can do on your show, you know. ADP, y'all the ops. So when when the Bears play y'all and whoop y'all, y'all. But hey, Juju, come and get your man's. Oh, that's okay. She ain't got to come get. Let me tell you something about my Washington Commanders. Right, I'm ride or die. I've been watching the Redskins Washington Commanders now since I was little. Ain't no going back. We done been through the rain and the storms, and now that we got JD5 and Scary Terry coming back, we got us a good team, Jacob. Like we can really shut some stuff down this year. Jacob, the Bears, 80s P's, Commanders in trouble. My Lions are hunting. Well, I don't know where they hunting at. They hunting straight for that fake little bush over there. They better go ahead and hide between them bushes. Steelers. My bio dad was a Steelers fan, so I've been watching and rooting for them since fifth grade. I like the Steelers too. I like the Steelers. I like Mike, over there coaching them and everything. I will be watching them too, but I also will be watching Russell Wilson as he played with New York this year. But yeah, I like the Steelers. I was watching them at a young age too. Speaking of men, did you see Sanaya Citron's boo thing? The video I sent you, he is fine. Don't nobody care nothing about that, Miss D. Let her have it. Miss D, you barely beat us last. I know Miss D she on that hate juice tonight. But I root for all black quarterbacks. I don't know what's wrong with me. There's nothing wrong. You can listen. I like Jalen Hurts. You know what I'm saying? I like my Russell Wilson. That's about all right now. Wait a minute. I like my Ravens. Lamar. I like Lamar. Cause Jalen Hurts was roll tide too. Um, that's all. And Shador, because I don't know if Cleveland know or nobody they didn't get the memo, but we gonna see Shador playing. We gonna see him playing. I don't know if they know. No matter how they trying to make room for Manning's son or whatever the case may be, he's gonna play. I don't know why they do that to players and stuff like that. They try to rush these players. They try to rush these players into the NFL and saying they're this without giving them time to grow to get to that. Now y'all done put Manning's son on the spot, so he gotta do what you guys say he's gonna do. And if he can't do that, y'all shouldn't be mad. Oh Lord, she got honey on her chest. Oh my gosh, Miss D. Miss D, you got a lot of honey on your chest. As long as the Chiefs don't make the Super Bowl, tired of them showing old Taylor Swift in the box. Sportsway, listen, what all look, I don't know, I know because you made that comment. So they're not going to be able to do like they've been doing these years with the cheating, with the refs and all that, because some of them refs got suspended and some of them got fired. Now you can't have some new ones to come in and do the same thing, but I think they're going to be cautious of that type of behavior. ADP, the crash out room on Thursday going to be funny. Whether the Bears win or lose, since Bro Cloud sent me an invite to come. Oh, he did. Jacob, I'm so proud of you. Y'all gonna do good because you guys are Lulu over those Bears, and it's gonna be nice for y'all to come together. I think that's gonna be really nice, Jacob, that he sent you an invite. And that's how I tell you, Bro Cloud, Jacob, he a family man. I tell you family now. And just go up there and do your thing like you did last night, or whatever. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. I go up there every now and then, but I'm more of the nurturing and talking about the players and talking their stories. But I would get real nervous when I would go on KSABs or L's or their shows in their panel or whatever. But just keep doing it, and you get comfortable with it. Okay, let's see what he said about Shador. Shador will play before the season's over. Blanco will get hurt, and Gabriel will not be too good. I know, and Cleveland fan base would demand Shador play. Sports Way, you better tell him, because for some reason they thinking he not gonna play. The same, listen, the same way they underestimated Angel Reese is the same way they're underestimating Shador. We know Shador got it. We know Shador is him. Now they gonna get ready to find out because they have been attacking this young man from day one. But they don't know God got his back and he getting ready to show up and show out for this young man because his faith is unshakable. And he gonna play. He gonna be their quarterback. Let me see. Yeah, he did, Jacob. He did, but yeah, he did say that. He sure did. And one thing about Brookline, he keep his word. Um, let me ask him. Jacob, let me ask Miss D. She what? Let me ask Miss D. Mary. You funny. Why not ask for her social? Why you at it? Oh. That's a private chat conversation. What you said? And you Lulu over Jaden Daniels Watkins ADP. His name would not be Jaden Daniels Watkins. His name would be Jaden Daniels. Juju name, if she chooses not to drop it, would be her middle name would be Watkins, and then she would add Daniels to the end. Since you want to mess with my Commanders. I know. I was getting ready to get in there. I don't know what Jacob up to. I'm gonna leave it. I don't know what Miss D and Jacob up to over there reading. I ain't know. Look, I was reading. I'm reading the comments and stuff. But yeah. And we don't know what's going on with Jaden Daniels and Juju. And if it is what it is. And then what? She gonna just be at the games. But we're not gonna say that unless we know what's really going on. But that's not gonna stop Jaden from playing this game. And he's not a mama's boy. He's just his mama she not playing with the women in America. What Dre say? Commander's second best team in the NFC East. Who the first best team, Dre? I like that, but we go. I want to know who is first. Yeah, y'all having some fun up and down this chat. See, you never know what you're gonna get. It's either on the panel or in the chat. But yeah, Dre, who you think is the number one before? Wait a minute, what? So Pretty Tony, you still here? I'm gonna let So Pretty Tony rest, man, guys. So Pretty Tony been on it since this morning, like all day. She's such a blessing to us. Reigning defending champs Eagles. You know how we feel about them Eagles, Sports Way. You know how the Washington Commanders feel about those Eagles. But I like Jalen Hurts. But I got to go for my team. But okay. It won't come out my mouth. I'm just gonna read what you said about the Eagles. But I can't even front on my team. I gotta represent my team. But okay. We're gonna see how it go this year. But I see the Eagles still doing good though. Take the emotions out. No, look, I'm genuine. I'm faithful to my team. You know the Redskins and the Washington Commanders now. They done came a long way. They done been through some storms. So we got us a good one. So I'm gonna have a whole bunch of emotions up in this one. ADP, y'all getting cooked, and the reason why I ask is because she glazing over another man. You ain't catching me complimenting another woman if I'm not single. LOL. Um. Oh my gosh. What the? Woo! Y'all got some stuff going on up in this chat. What Drake say? He told me to take the emotions out. I know, man. I can't. Not when it comes. Look, not when it comes. I'm be on them. I'm talking junk. How they gonna be? They gonna be off the chain to represent Dre, but I'm gonna be on them like hotcakes. I gotta watch when they play. Make sure I ain't missing no games. I gotta watch when New York Giants play, so I don't miss no games. I gotta if somebody can call me and let me know when Shador play, I'll jump on that. But until he play, I will not be watching, um, or whatever. Let me see who else. I'll watch the Steelers as usual. Um, Let me see who else. I watch the Eagles anyway. It's like certain teams, even though we ain't like that, we ain't cool like that. You know what I'm saying? I still watch those teams because I love football. Can I tell you the play by play? That's Keisha Brooklaw now. But I can watch and I can do the eye test, and I fuss through the game because I ain't got time for y'all acting up and playing and getting interceptions, and you gonna throw the ball, just throw the ball, don't be scared. I ain't got time for all that little pump fake stuff. I ain't got time for that when you're on the field. You go out there and you play your heart out, blood, sweat, and tears. Girl, you get me that man. You know what? You get me that jersey, girl, man. I probably won't even take it off. No, I will take it off. Oh, that what color? Oh, that won't go with my Angel Reese shoes that I'm gonna take up for a family collection plate. I'm gonna be passing around a family collection plate for my Angel Reese shoes. And that jersey. Let me see. She would have to come out with a burgundy or yellow pair. I don't think she has an all black pair. I don't think. So since you are Commanders, yes, yes, I can't. Ooh, the dirty boys, the dirty boys. No, we don't like them dirty boys. We do not. We do not. I don't like those colors. I don't know, like anything that says Dallas. Nothing that says Dallas Cowboys. I can't stand those colors. Whew, they having issues anyway. So they were the dream team before Kansas City, but Kansas City was, but Eagles showed up and let them know. You know what I'm saying? Jalen Hurts didn't come to play. He didn't give up. That's what I liked about Jalen Hurts. He didn't give up, even though they were coming at him and talking about him and stuff like that. But you know what, Sports Way, y'all organization need to get together because y'all was really hard on Jalen Hurts when he didn't win the year before y'all got the championship or whatever. Y'all, the organization tried to where the fans were really hard on him, and then guess what he did? He came back the next year and won y'all a championship. I feel you hate them as well. Reason being because their owner, man, that owner right there. Ooh, allegedly he is off the chain. I knew that from Dre. I knew that from the beginning, though. You could just tell. And the stories, them players won't tell no story. It's like it's almost like put up and shut up type of thing with him. You put up and you shut up and you play for me. Um, in my bro Clyde, Jaden gonna get detached from Juju 625. Listen, stop. Leave JD5 alone. Oh yeah, he said that. 80 Eagles fans are rough. It is what it is. Yeah, they were rough and had all that rah rah, had all that noise with Jalen Hurts. But I like the fact that Jalen Hurts didn't give up. And what I'm saying, he came back and he made a difference. And not all the fans. You know what I'm saying? The not all of them, but you got some hardcore fans when it comes to the Eagles. What's up, Goon? I know Goon coming in here to cause confusion. It is not JW5. Hey Goon, we was talking about Kim. Oh well, okay. Goon ain't on that side, but yeah, I was celebrating Kim Mulkey. Then we talked a little bit about WNBA. Now we're talking about our great world of football because ADP love football too. Or whatever. So we were just talking about that, and because the season get ready to start, and Brooklyn and Keisha now they'll be calling some games, or whatever. Keisha is New Orleans fan, and so Pretty Tony is New Orleans, and um, Miss D is Detroit. Riddick is the Steelers. I'm the Washington Commanders. Dre is the Eagles. Yeah, gun. We just celebrating. Ain't no Kill Monkey hate tonight. We just respecting her and letting people know. What you can't ever take from Kim Monkey is she's a great coach. Oh yeah, and KSAP with his. I know KSAP and his Vikings. We got KSAP Vikings. Who I think that's it. Who else? Oh, Duvall got Jacksonville, the Jaguars. But he don't talk too much about his Jaguars though. Um, and I know Big Girl, she New Orleans. I know So Pretty Tony, New Orleans. Uh, nah, I have no team. Oh, you don't have a team sports way. Oh, okay. I thought the Eagles were your team. You put it out there. I was like, I thought Eagles. I think Goon. So, um, only the thing with Kim Mulkey is, in order for you to have great players, regardless of how you feel about Kim, you have to have great coaches. Great players and great coaches have to come together. It can't be an off and on. Oh, you and Brian Duvall about speaking about Jaguars, but who don't the who got the Jaguars is who what quarterback they get this year? Would you say case up you listen the Vikings are going down with the rest of the NFC. The Vikings are not going down. The only ones going down is them Lions. Well, going the next one Sunday or Saturday or Sunday I will be doing a show on Dawn, and then we're gonna do Pat Summit. Okay. Um. Oh no, just saying that the best team in the division. That's all. But whenever the Cowboys lose, I win. ADP, who your favorite NFL team? I'm a diehard Redskins, Washington Commanders, whoever made that name fan for life. I like Russell Wilson. I like um what's his name from the Ravens? I like the quarterback from the Ravens. I like Jalen Hurts. I like the Steelers. Man, I don't think I really like nobody else doing like that. No other teams like that. Lamar, thank you, Riddick. Yeah, Lamar Jackson. I like Lamar, but that's about it. I don't deal with no Florida teams. And I like Florida. Nothing against Florida. Um, who else we got? We got um the Raiders. I don't know too much about the Raiders. Yeah, I like Lamar too. I hope he get a chip this year along with us. So I guess we'll both be getting the chip. I ain't thinking about him. He wasn't even that good on our team. I don't know why people trying to give him that credit. He wasn't that good. I used to in the beginning I was rooting for him, but then he fell off and I was like, what is this? ADP, I like Miami Hurricanes. Other than that, arena football underrated. Miss D. So pretty, you still there? Did you hit let's see, did you hit Dana? Oh gosh. Miss D, don't get goon started. But yeah, so football the season get ready to start. I see that. I think the players club be doing it. They already have their thumbnail up, guys. So be checking for that. They're gonna be calling that Bears game. Um, and I want to see. I gotta see when we play. I gotta see when we play the Bears and the Lions. We probably me and Miss D. We want we don't do the play by plays, but we'll be talking about our teams, what we like and what we didn't like with our players. We'll do something like that. Because you can talk about your players. For me, I would talk about JD5, Terry, like their style of play, what I want to see more of. And I didn't dig into Terry a lot of his backstories and stuff like that. So I'll be doing some backstories on, my team or whatever. So that's gonna be something. But play by play, that's for Miss D, you know how to do a play by play, girl. I'll be the cheerleader, but not for your team. Okay, yes, we could do a recap. Yeah, that's better. That's along my league. But ADP in the nurturing corner. She like her nurturing, her love for her players. She like to tell their stories. So if I could tell the stories of the players along with hey, in that first quarter, second quarter, third, fourth, what we didn't like. And we actually could touch on other teams, guys, like, what I'm saying, what player do you admire and respect? And what do you want to see that player doing like working with and doing better in that area or whatever. But recap is good on our team. So I guess guys, you'll be hearing a lot about Detroit this year. um and I have one of my friend girls. She's from London, but her husband is a diehard Detroit Lions fans. Like he don't play about them Lions. Miss D, she be like, she don't mess with him when it comes to those Lions, or whatever. She may watch it every now and then, but it's real serious over there. So I'll probably let her know you're gonna be talking about the Lions. I'm doing some of my Lion games and some popular games play by play. Do your thing, girl. I'll be over there checking you out too. You put that out there in the atmosphere. We'll check that out too. All those Lion fans, but I'm gonna come in there trolling because I am not a Lions fan, Miss D. I'm gonna leave. Look, I'm gonna leave that up to you. Oh Lord, what the these chat people? Well, we're gonna see. Pretty Tony, what faking like she sleep ever since Dana Evans and the Aces won against the Minnesota Lynx. Goon. So Pretty Tony never said she didn't like the Aces or whatever. She didn't say that. She's been on nonstop today from yesterday, and she'll always find her way to come on me and Miss D's panel. So if she up here, she representing and she taking her break, we gonna let her rest because she puts in the time and she representing our country. So we gonna let her get a little rest or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Next, now she act like she sleep. Google it. Look, so Pretty Tony gonna be drill sergeant on you now. Keep on acting up. But yeah, so the football is starting. College football is starting. I loved Keisha's play by play with the first game for LSU. LSU won that first game. At first, in the beginning, it was looking kind of crazy, but I'm proud of LSU. I am a roll tide type of chick over here. So, but ever since Nick left, I don't know what the role is over there with the Tides, but we gonna have to see. with these other teams. So those are only two teams I'll be watching. I'm not really a fan of the Georgia Bulldogs and stuff like that. So and when it comes to college, I have to, it's a difference from the NFL to the college style with the game. So I watch like just those teams, really Alabama, but I'm starting to watch LSU far as football, you know. And so we're gonna see. We're gonna see how it goes. Um, oh, okay then. What he said? Oh, okay. But yeah, guys. So I guess me and Miss D will be doing recaps of the football teams. Really, oh, Miss D, really, team is the Steelers, so we can do recaps on those type of games too. Really, we can do recaps on all the games, but mostly the ones that my Washington Commanders play, Miss D team plays, or whatever. And roll tide, roll tide. Let's roll up in here and try to make some stuff happen. Alabama, because I don't know. So we'll have to see with that. I do know I wanted to touch on Trinity. Trinity Rodman. I think they about finished with their soccer though, if they haven't already. Or I have to check with soccer. But oh, guys, it's Riddick. It's a young lady. I took a picture on my phone. I hope I didn't delete it. She was on TikTok. I don't know. I just always know it's something about the players, right? You know how I be doing, and I wanted to research her. She plays volleyball, and from the TikTok, she's a good player. But I got to go back and research her too. So I like volleyball too because what did it say? Riddick ain't here. What? Riddick? What? What Riddick? Huh? But yeah, so I'll be tapping into a little bit of that. I don't know what Riddick said. Riddick ain't here. I don't know what Riddick means by that. But guys, I could talk, and I don't want to like make you guys go make you go sleep because we already in the AM. I just wanted to bring to your attention. Oh, okay. I just wanted to bring to your attention Kim Mulkey, and I'm glad we tapped into a little bit about the WNBA and football and stuff like that. Really, we gotta wait and see what's going on with this WNBA. And I wanna leave you guys with this right here. With saying Angel Reese, um, we for you, we 10 toes down for you and Camilla. And I'm glad that you played chess and the way that you played chess because it needed to be done. Change is coming for our team, guys. I don't know what kind of changes, but we're going to get some good changes. And if they go, we follow. However it pans out, whatever God got for Angel, no Jeff P, no Marsh, no haters, no ops can take that away. And what did Janine say? We're gonna move that conversation, and then they bring out what she's attached to. Every time they try to shut Angel down, she comes with something else, and it's off the chain. I don't play 2K, guys, because for me, I feel like it's hard to play basketball, but that's one you keep and you don't open. When her shoes drop, I got to have look. I got to have those pink pair. You know, go. No, he not. You know why he not gonna do that. You know why he not gonna do that because she played chess. She beat him at his own game. He might be fired up, but everything's coming to light. All the receipts are steady dropping. You can run, but you can't hide. And all that you tried to do to this young lady, it has backfired because you thought that you was going to be able to do her the same way that you did the people that you didn't respect before and you got them out of there. A snake always has a hole to stay in. He gonna make that hole, and he gonna have to stay in it. The same way he got in there, the same way he did them, it's the same way he could be done. Because they're probably looking at it like you can't even control your coaches for your coaches to control your players where they stay inside of a box. He might trade her for a first and round pick. Scenarios, Tina Charles. Let him. Let him. If that's how he feel and that's what he think he can do, let him go. Because guess what? Let's see how it work out for Chicago. So Angel not scared, and as fans, we not scared. We standing 10 toes down. He want the smoke. He getting ready to get the smoke all the way to the next season start. After they get done with agreeing to pay these women what they're worth. Goon. Well, if he wants to keep her, if they want to keep her, they gotta fire all of those people. They gotta sell the team because nothing you can't be under this. But one thing I do know, Goon, God is gonna make her enemies her footstool. So Angel gonna be all right wherever she land or whatever happens. Her and Camilla gonna be all right because you see how Becky trying to do, Goon. Becky trying to get out Twin Towers. Becky was like, and notice that Becky ain't never did this before, Goon. Angel is this and Camilla's this. I said, wait a minute, am I just the only one peeping this? How if she's thinking about getting out Twin Towers as a package, other owners and other organizations thinking it too. ADP, when I think about Angel and Shador, Sabotage, Maya comes to mind. And still I rise. yes, exactly, Riddick. And still they rise. They done tried to hit this young lady and this young man with everything they possibly got in their bag. And guess what? It has backfired on them. And what they didn't realize and find out that these two unique individuals are not the average. They are genuine people and they got that genuine God's favor on their life. So you can try to throw at them. And the thing about it too, really, they didn't give up. They still going. They didn't shut down. Angel let it know who's first. God's first in her life. You think that he's not going to continue to allow her to grow? Are we going to go through storms and stuff like that? Yes, we are. But it's people like us, Riddick, and fans like us, even though she has a tight, tight surrounding, Angel be watching. She hears and she sees, or her team hears and sees. And what more can you ask for when you got fans and people that got your back and that are praying for you and there for you? We ain't gonna she's not gonna fall. They tried to make her fall, but you can't make somebody who got God's favor fall. You can try all you want, and then she always come back. She don't talk about it, she be about it. In the words of Bone Crusher, we ain't never scared. Teen Angel 24/7. That's right, Riddick. Quote that, Maya Angelou. Really, I know. I love me some Maya, man. I mean, quote, damn, I can't type. What? Oh my gosh. Facts, ADP. Angel might be in here right now. Angel, tell HBL. No, I'm not. Angel, don't you tell HBL that. Goon. HBL wasn't given the right opportunity. And you can tell. It shows. You know what? People always like, get this player. But then when they don't match up, it's like, okay, get rid of this player. So you gotta be careful when you want to bring different players in, because what you see on one team that they doing, they might not come to your team and do the same thing. We'll have to see that. Oh, you better leave his name alone, Misty. But yeah, guys, so No, Goon. No. Put that little emoji back, Goon, and put a smiley face. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. We are gonna Miss D. Hopefully, Miss D be feeling better. And I'll try to do the lives with So Pretty Tony. She won't be overwhelmed because they're doing that TikTok back to back and still got to go to work and run errands and stuff. Guys, you got to see my eyes in the morning when I be taking my oldest son to school or whatever. Woo, I be like, see the light, Caroline, see the light, see the light. Help me get to the school. Get back with little Moo Moo, my little 7-year-old. But man, Moo Moo be riding. But what really say? Forget everybody on the Teen Angel is Ghost ADP. It's a rep. Ready. Miller going. If Angel go, Miller going too. Even if she don't go right away, and the smartest average person will be very smart to get Angel and Camilla as a package. But you know what I love about Angel and Camilla? They have a chemistry on and off the court. So I'm quite sure they've talked and had, talked about different things or whatever and stuff like that because they want to see each other grow. That's what I love about that. That's something that the team, the organization, and people that hate on them being playing together cannot match. ADP, Jacob, and Miss D. Peace out. I know, really, me too, because I'm be looking at the stoplights and supposed to be driving. Okay. Love you guys. I'm wishing you a great Friday. I'll be catching y'all in the chat tomorrow. ADP come in, don't answer her phone for Angel off the court. Yes, you do. They probably in there talking mess. But go. Thank you for showing up. Y'all have a good night, and I will see you guys D Block Saturday or Sunday. Bye, Jacob. Bye, Miss D. Thank you for showing up. Bye, So Pretty Tony. Thank you for staying up here. Thank you. Thank you, Miss D. Later.